What's up, you guys? This is Wandering Saunders, and you are listening to the Nostalgia Blend. I am here with a very special friend of mine. I interviewed him last year. He was my very first interviews on this podcast. Season one. This is season two. And before I get Comic Con season is getting ready to begin. I'm gonna let this gentleman uh, introduce himself and fill us in. All right, go right ahead, sir.
Hi, Dave. I'm also Dave Howarth with Metal Art Comic Con, Colossus Girl Entertainment, and it's a pleasure to be here. And once again,
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So little thing here. So when I first met Dave was in 2018 when these first started in Medford, Oregon. He's probably wondering how I was one of the. I was so a little thing that got me. I slightly got in trouble, but then I realized, okay, no problem. I can fix this so future I know not to do it. I walked in, thought the con was open already. Come to find out, they were just setting up. And Dave was like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "I'm here for the con." I'm like, "Oh, just setting up." He's like, "Are you planning on paying and stuff?" Yes, I am. He's like, "Oh, you had to go wait outside." So this was so, guys. Before we moved to the bigger building that we are in now, it was a hotel, and it was a area where they usually hold conferences and stuff. And each room had a special little thing that closes it off. While I was the first one in line, so I got to go ahead and see as the actors whole come in and stuff. Let's just say when it's your first time, it's not very easy not to fanboy out. I will tell you that now. But as you've done this over, started doing this over time, over and over, you know how not to fanboy. And when you're helping, you also learn how not to fanboy. That's that's just a feeling there, you guys. I didn't fully say this last year. I'm thankful for this gentleman and his lovely wife for doing something like this. He gives a small town something big to look forward to. So, all right, Dave, I'm gonna go ahead. First off, what is the first comms beginning this year
the first convention of our season.
of our season?
The first convention is in May, which is Gem State Comic Con. That is the largest of the conventions. Usually brings in around 50,000 people and over 25 celebrity guests or so, 20 to 25. Um, it's always an amazing show. We'd like to do that for Medford, but for Medford, they have to show up. They had to put up the attendance numbers. The highest we ever had in Medford was over 5,000. But if they want the big actors, they need to get it close to 7 to 10,000 people.
Yes,
But we have some great guests this year. We have Sylvester McCoy, Seventh Doctor from Doctor Who,
nice.
uh, Sophie Allred, who played his companion. We have Alan Tudyk from Firefly, and he's done so many other things. We have Adam Baldwin from Firefly. Also, he's done a lot of things. We have a lot of anime guests, a lot of things. Over 350 plus vendors. We have a like a Hololive Miku type concert happening Friday night, and lots of stuff. It's all free and it's all amazing stuff happening. And I even urge people, we get people from Oregon coming, so we get people from Medford coming. So, uh,
Nice.
and we get people from all over the country that come to that. And it's really a great time. So that's the first show. And then we have May 30th and 31st there. We have Beaver State Comic Con that is in Bend, Oregon / Redmond, Oregon. And we're announcing guests for that event. And we have a lot of wonderful guests. This will be the third year for that convention. Um, and it's just a beautiful area. A lot of mountains. It's Bend and Redmond. They're cities built in the mountains. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's it's a pretty neat place, and yeah, we're expecting big things out of Beaver State Comic Con. And then, boy, we got so many shows. And then I think the next one after that, I think, is in July, which is Silver Age Comic Con. And I'll give you an exclusive just for you.
Sweet.
Um, but we have Joel Hodgson from Mystery Science Theater who's going to be appearing.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
the creator of Mystery Science Theater. And that's huge. So that's going to be amazing. And we're just starting to announce celebrity guests for that event. And then, we have our Tri Cities Comic Con in Washington, and then, Medford, Oregon. We have Metal Art Comic Con, of course, and then Anna Medford, of course. So,
Oh, yes.
uh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Anna Medford is actually the bigger show than Metal Art, believe it or not.
I believe that most of the kids here love love that stuff. The local comic shop and local bookstore that we have, Barnes and Noble,
Mhm.
they sell out of that stuff quickly.
Yeah, so it's going to be another great year. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know for Silver Age Comic Con, which is also, I'll give you the exclusive that no one else knows, we are getting two actors from Japan who,
Nice.
yeah, who will be appearing there, and they are actually they were in some Showa era Godzilla movies,
Oh,
and yeah, one of the actors actually played Ultraman. So that's going to be so fun.
that's that is an awesome thing. I
Yeah,
know.
people are hearing that first on your show, not heard anywhere else.
Oh, dude, you know me. I thank you a lot anytime you and I talk and stuff because it's one of those things because you kind of remind me a little with me because I enjoy comics, games, movies, the whole nine yards.
Hmm.
And I'm thankful because at least I have somebody who I can connect at these things because I'm like I can understand because when you get so busy and stuff, but yet you still take time to be able to look around to see things and stuff to enjoy it and still keep busy. Um, I do know is that this year it's I tell you it's gonna get busy. It's going to get busy because a lot of people are not gonna go much anywhere if they can at the moment, except maybe to that to Metal Arc. Like it's
Right.
one of those
The
things.
Metal Arc is always a good event, um, but it depends on the area of demographics, economics. Um, the reason why Boise gets 50,000 people is because it's booming economically. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um, and when Medford gets to that point, then it'll be the same. Uh,
Yes.
but you know, Meadowlark is an amazing event. It's the only event in Southern Oregon that's an actual Comic Con.
Mm,
It's a real Comic Con.
yes.
It's not some nonsense, in a park or something. It's a real thing.
Oh yes.
Um,
Oh yes.
and we bring real celebrities, and we are the only ones in the history of Medford to bring celebrities to the area, and you're speaking earlier about, the first one, and that was at the Ramada Inn,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Meadowlark and Anna Medford as well have gone through so many changes over the years because so many things have happened. The Ashland fires and
Mm-hmm.
all these other things that have happened,
COVID.
uh, and a lot of the the issues, societal issues that Medford has been having, with the fentanyl and
Hmm.
that kind of drug use and those things happening there, and the unemployment and all those issues. And Meadowlark, of course, has surpassed all that, and is always a phoenix that rises above the fire, and it
Hmm.
is always an amazing event. But Meadowlark also does a lot in the community
Yes.
to donate to programs that help people and to do many other things. So it's more than just a convention, but it's part of the community of
Hmm.
not just the pop culture community, but the community at large, where we're able to help people and animals that are in need in the area, which we're very proud of. And we went from Ramada, and then because of the fires, we had to go to Grants Pass
Yep, I remember that.
at Josephine County Fairgrounds, and then COVID, and so we had to go through the COVID as well.
Hmm.
And then we went over to the expo for the 1 year, and then we went to Rogue X, where that has been our home now. I think what, 3 years now, Rogue X.
3 years.
3 years. Isn't that amazing how time just flies by? And I think this will be what, the seventh or eighth year for Metal Art Comic Con, and
I'm trying to think here. Here,
it's
18.
2018. So that's yeah, that's yeah. I know it's
Yes.
a
Yes.
long time. So it's also the well, it's the only convention, but it's the longest running convention ever in Southern Oregon.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
but the Medford conventions have gone through so many different obstacles, between forest fires and smoke and COVID and everything, and
Hmm.
we just come out on top. And every year, try to bring a good show to people, and everyone loves it. Everyone has a great time, especially the kids.
Oh,
And
yes.
there's so many great things there, and so many great vendors, and to have vendors come from all over the West Coast into Medford, and for people to be able to get things that they will not see anywhere else, except for maybe on YouTube videos or online or something. But
Yes.
it's there, right there
Or
in the backyard.
or
Yeah.
through so I'm also on TikTok. So
Mm-hmm.
I do lives once in a while. I do my nostalgia blend on there
Mm-hmm.
when I can. Do
Mm-hmm.
80s. For example, the new movie that's coming out in June, the
Mm-hmm.
5th, is Masters of the Universe.
Mm-hmm.
Is He-Man. I'm like I got both the 1987 poster
Mm-hmm.
on my part of my thing and the new one. And I'm like I've been trying to get people. I'm like, so the 1987 one was the best. So
Golf Lundgren.
yes. I'm like, I've actually been tempted to contact his agent to say, is there any possibility I can interview him?
It'd be tough to do.
I know, right? I know, right? It'd be
It's tough
cool.
for us to get him for a show. So
It would be awesome. Because if I could, I would have him just the day before the 5th. Because I'm planning
mm,
on taking my mom to go see He-Man.
mm,
Because last time I saw He-Man was the 1987 one.
uh,
And the thing is that if they had waited one more, it could have been like an anniversary type thing, like because the original came out in '87. If
right,
it came out next year, they could have the original playing and then show the new one.
right,
I'm like, that would have been awesome, but hey, you know what? They do what they do. They're Hollywood. They can do whatever whatever year they want.
right.
So, um, so for the cons, what is something you guys hope to see more of for this year than we did last several years?
Well, it's always more fun, right? That's always something to
True,
do.
true.
Um, we're always trying to bring in bigger and better celebrities, higher end vendors, of course, and better, just better options for people, is important. And that's basically the main thing. We want everyone to have a good time, you know. Um, we do our best to keep ticket prices as low as possible, And I think on a Sunday, you can get into the convention for like $10,
I think so. I think I
And
remember that.
yeah, and I mean that's still the most inexpensive convention, I mean, uh, you can do free, but then the convention it won't be back next year.
Yeah, I know, right?
There's no such thing as a free convention. The
Oh,
ones I've seen that are free are they're not part of the industry. They're not even conventions. So
yeah,
because you have a lot of overhead you got to deal with. Um, but for $10, you can see some amazing things and have a lot of fun.
mhm.
And most of the people, specifically Anna Medford, a lot of it's like high school kids just hanging out in cosplay and things like that. And it's just it ends up being a big hangout spot for a lot of the kids. And um, a lot of times parents will say, "Hey, I'm going to drop my kids off," and then they go inside, and then they pick them up at the end of the day. So
There you go.
get a lot of that. It's just so the kids have a great time, and there's not a lot of outlets in Medford for kids, so
I
it's
know,
uh,
right?
it's it's a for a full weekend. It's a great value, and plus you're meeting and seeing new things every
Hmm.
year, different things.
So, out of the actors from last year, what was some of your favorite time frame with the actors? Because it was an awesome to be able to meet. Even though, not even though it was an awesome to meet both the actors who played in the Superman movie, the actors from Days of Confused, Star Wars, the actors who did voices for the Mortal Kombat video games,
Mhm.
even the Time Force Ranger. It was awesome. I actually got when I got to walk them to their interviews for nerding, distancing nerding. I'm like I found something new out about the one who plays the Time Force Ranger because the question I asked, I'm like, what was it like working with Jason David Frank on the Forever Red? And he said I should have been more nicer to him because how kind Jason David Frank was to him.
Mm.
It threw me back. I'm like I could hear the sadness a little bit in his vocals,
Mhm.
and I'm like the the people just let everybody know. Oh, when you listen, when I've told you before, actors are just like us. They show emotions. They may not like show it. They do have the emotions. When you ask them a question, they think about it, and when they answer it back, you can hear it. And Dave, you've seen me. I've got two hearing aids, and usually I have problems understanding sometimes. But for me, it's like, wow, he was truthful and honest on that, and and I I appreciated him. I'm like, he was an awesome guy.
Mhm.
So was Michaela, Joey, everybody. When you asked me to walk him, I felt honored. I'm like, it was an honor to be able to walk with him, talk with him,
Mhm.
and I appreciate you that for that. And I'm like, you know what? Dave lets me do that again. I'm like, I will be honored because then the actors know that they're still safe
Mhm.
and they can talk with somebody who's not going to jibber jabber a lot. Because I made
Mhm.
sure I kept it to a minimum of just like you said, Dave. I kept it to a minimum to where it wasn't looking like I was fanboying out. Because
Hmm.
knowing that to be professional, you can still talk with them, but be professional about it.
Hmm.
And I appreciate you allowed me to do that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, um, which what actor was your favorite that you got to meet last year
In total of all of them?
in total?
Oh boy, that's a lot to think about. That's a loaded question. I think I can do one for every show. I think
That's fine.
for Gem State, my favorite was probably Sean Gunn from Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy.
nice.
Um, I think for Beaver State Comic Con last year was a tie between the original Captain America, Red Brown, who's a good friend of mine, and Jerry Mathers, who played the Beaver on Leave It to Beaver. Um, those two guys are amazing. We actually had a birthday for Jerry Mathers that weekend because it was his birthday weekend, and he was nice enough to come to the show and do a show on his birthday weekend. So that was nice. For Silver Age, I think my favorite actor last year was Adam Baldwin from Firefly,
Oh,
who
nice.
who will be at Gem State Comic Con this year. That's if we like someone, we always bring them back to other events. Um, and let's see what else. I think for Tri Cities, in regards to actors, Linda Miller, who played the female role lead in King Kong Escapes, which was a Toho film in the Godzilla universe with King Kong and Mecha Kong. Uh, I think she was a favorite of mine there. Um, in regards to Medford events, um, you know, I like all the anime actors, but I would say uh, Barrett Letty was one of my favorites, or Amber Lee Connors. She was such a favorite of mine that we have her coming to another show this year at
Nice.
another location. And then that was Anna Medford. And I think for Metal Art Comic Con, I think my favorite was Michaela Hoover. And, you know, if you were able to see, if you're watching this now, this podcast, and you were there and you met Michaela Hoover, you understood how rare that was and how great that was, and that how great it was to be able to get her autograph because you won't see her again. She'll. I mean, she was in Medford once, and she won't be back. I mean, it was such a rare thing, and that that appearance she did at Metal Art Comic Con was like 2 weeks after the Superman film release. So it was like she went to the premiere of Superman. Her next event after that was coming to Medford, Oregon. So that was really, really cool. And for those who are able to see her and get her autograph, that's always a memorable moment for them. For people who didn't get the chance, well, that was it. That was your chance. You lost it. And
Yep.
that's why I tell people if you want to see a certain actor and you know they're coming to like Medford, uh, you have to go. You just go. You go because they won't be back. It's there's so many other cities to visit. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, you have to see the actors. And for like you and me and people who have seen these actors, it's like you have those memories that'll last forever.
Yes. So you want to find you something? So I had posted a picture of me and her, and I thanked her because I follow her on Instagram. She actually commented back. She loved being able to talk with me, to walk with me, to do the interview.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was awesome, and
She's one,
she's a real sweetheart. I can tell you that now.
yeah, one of my
Oh,
favorite people. Michaela Hoover is a very wonderful person for sure. Yeah.
all right. With any of the newer actors for Metal Arc, when do you guys start announcing those?
Usually it's around 6 to 5 months before show date.
Okay,
So if
so
it's when is Metal Art this year? It's in
July,
July.
July.
So let's see.
It'll be March.
Coming soon. Coming soon.
Yeah,
Coming
okay.
soon.
All right,
I'm
ladies and
still
gentlemen, you've got that.
formulating. I'm still formulating guests actually for Medford. So I'm right now going through the contractual negotiations for actors right now.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
remember last year you told me that usually by between January and March, you usually start getting contracts and stuff with the
right.
actors. I
Yeah.
remember that.
So yeah, and I'm still going through some contracts and finalizing some things.
I
Every convention, all the actors lists have been completed except for the two Medford events, and those will be completed soon. I don't think Anna Medford will be disappointed. We always bring great guests for Anna Medford, um, and for Metal Arc, we're trying to get bigger and bigger guests every year. Um, Michaela Hoover, big guest for Metal Arc
oh
last year,
yes,
um,
yes.
being in the new Superman movie, and then she plays Chopper in the live action One Piece
Mm-hmm.
television show,
It's coming
Netflix.
out in the next
Right,
month, I think.
right. So people in Medford saw her before she was working on One Piece and right after Superman. It was a perfect time to see her.
Yes.
But I will give you another teaser that no one else knows yet. One of the actors that we have is a Seinfeld TV show legend. So
Ooh.
yeah, so that'll be good. Seinfeld, anything Seinfeld is great, and I mean, who doesn't love that show? So
Um, trying to think here. I know one of my favorites. Would love to meet him someday. Is the original Captain America. I have the movies
mm,
that he was in.
yeah.
I have those. I'm like, I even follow him on Facebook. He once in a while he actually had commented on a few things that I've posted. I thought it was neat and stuff. And he would say thank you when I wished him happy birthday. So I thought it's awesome. I will say this before we get ready to start. Before I give you the last item, out of everything, what is going to be one thing that you, not you and your lovely wife, who are both in charge, but you would love to see happen, other than the guests and all that? Would you love to see the numbers jump up to the point to where you would make it where you have bigger guests, Kevin?
Hmm.
Okay. Um. All right. So got 10 more minutes here. All right.
Sorry about that. You're breaking up a little bit. I
Oh,
couldn't
sorry.
hear
We
you.
have like 10 minutes left. Just saying
Oh,
on
okay.
me. So.
I didn't get the question though. I
Oh
didn't
yeah, I haven't
hear
gotten
you.
it yet. I haven't gotten. Lee Majors plays Colt Seavers in The Fall Guy. Also starred in which famous '70s action TV series?
Yeah, Lee Majors was in the Fall Guy, right?
Okay.
And
Which other famous '70s action TV series was he in?
that's easy because it was my favorite show when I was like 6 years old, 5 years old. It was my favorite show. That's $6 Million Man.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite shows, and I even had the action figure, and you pull out the piece of his arm, and inside is the electronic components.
Nice, nice.
That
Oh,
was my first action figure. That was yeah, big, a lot of memories with that show.
oh, awesome. Oh, actually, I got to watch the Godzilla -1 and the other
Yes,
one that you mentioned. Finally watched them when they both came to Netflix.
you
Just a
should have
week.
watched them on IMAX. That was better.
I know, right? So, all right, Dave. It was an honor being able to talk with you again, sir.
Yeah, no, that was it. We're done.
We are done for
Yeah, wow.
today. But hey, I'm gonna do a second interview with you later on this year.
Okay.
Okay. to go ahead and talk about the future that you want to see
Yeah, yeah.
more
Well,
of.
yes, we're gonna have always big plans, always. So
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I am Wandering Saunders. You are listening to the Nostalgia Blend, and thank you to my guest here, David or Dave
Dave
um,
is yes,
Hosworth. You can,
Halworth, yes.
you can find him on Facebook. You can find him. You can also find Metal Art Comic Con also on Facebook.
Yes. And we're
And
always looking for cosplayers, so professional cosplayers, if you want a gig, we're always looking.
you're there, folks. Also, just reminder: July 25th through the 26th that the Comic Con is going to be. Hey, Dave, when do tickets go on sale?
I think they're on sale now.
You're there, folks. Get them now. All right.